Welcome back to I'm Changing Shiny Pokemon based on your suggestions, and the first one comes from Skull. He wants to see Rayquaza changed into red and blue. So I've instantly found the bright red that brings out everything I want in Rayquaza. Rayquaza is powerful, dominant in every single way, and we can really appreciate the bright colours that will be coming out onto Rayquaza. We found the red, we found the blue that we're looking for. We just need to change the purple, like ruin out things on him, and find the perfect blue for that. I want to go a bit more pastel. That looks incredible to me. Next up we have Kaishi Cerulege. He wants to see it in black and gold. Now guys, this is my favourite fusion of them all. You've definitely seen it on the thumbnail. If you clicked this, please let me know down below if you clicked because of this, because this was my favourite thing of the whole entire shiny selection. So I literally separate the body from it, make that really dark, and I found the perfect golden green combo that complemented it. Next up we have Johnny, who wants to see Tinkaton in a purple and red. So let's go and see what we can do with that. I instantly find out that I want the hammer to be red, as I feel like that's going to allow the purple to actually stand out. The hammer is basically purple already, so let's select everything on this hammer, make sure I can get it to the red that I want it to, so I can do the job properly for Johnny. Alright, we found the red, let's increase that saturation just a little bit more, and then Tinkaton, you can go to purple as a character. Then we have Armarouge and Cerulege's main colours, which was a real challenge for me. I didn't really know what to do with it. I didn't want to ruin Armarouge, as I really do like it. I do think that the shiny needs to be improved massively, but let's see what we can do. So going through that, I realised this is going to take a lot more selection on it and be a lot more work for me to do. I finally managed to select all bits of Armarouge's armour, and let's change that to a nice dark purple, and then the body to a little bit of a darker purple, because that's basically Cerulege's outlet. Next up we have Johnny Masquerada, and she wants that, or he wants that in a red and pink, sorry. Now the body is actually white on Masquerada, which I didn't realise, so I'm going to try and change that up, make it a bit darker so that the red and pink pops a little bit more. I make Masquerada's main body actually red, and then I go and change all the petals and the paw palm things on Masquerada to a nice pink. I feel like the pastel bubblegum pink that I went for really complemented the actual design, and I like Masquerada in this colorway. Next up we have Skull, who picked Gliscor, and he wanted me to pick the colours. I presume he done that because he wants to see what I would do to my favourite Pokemon of all time. If you guys didn't know, Gliscor is my favourite Pokemon. So I went through the body colours. I did actually find a body colour that I really liked on it, and then I totally changed my mind. I liked the green on it, and then I decided that it wasn't for me. I went for the red, and that also wasn't for me. I'm going to go for the white and keep the purple, then I'm going to saturate the wings just that little bit more to bring out the purple. I feel like that really complements Gliscor and one of my favourites. Next up we have Greninja, and they want a pink and blue. Now Greninja's already blue, so I can't keep it blue and just change their tongue to pink. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make Greninja's body pink and then change the rest of it to a nice blue. It does have a lot of green when I change it to pink, but I decided that blue and everywhere else is going to complement it just a little bit more. If you have made it to this part in the video, make sure to hit a like, and don't forget to subscribe, because only 92% of my viewers are subscribed. Next up we've got Duskull from Perry the Platypus, and he wants to see some funky colours on Duskull, being green and yellow. I do think that the body in green works a lot better, and I love Duskull's eye, so yellow just really pops on it. I went a little bit brighter, and next up we've got Imposter Arcanine, and he wants a black and purple Arcanine. I instantly knew what was going to go on in my head. I'm selecting all the orange on Arcanine, every single bit of orange I can physically find on this dog, and I want to change that to a nice purple. I feel like purple on the main bits of it is going to look beautiful and really bring out a different side to Arcanine, because we only really see it in orange and red and yellow when it's shiny. But next up, the black is really going to make this purple pop just that little bit more, guys. Look at when I changed the fur. Wow, What an incredible change. Next up we have Johnny once again, Skeldredge to dark black and bright white. So I realised that Skeldredge was already bright white, so I'm going to use that to my advantage this time and change the rest of it to a dark black. Now this was really hard for me to actually change without affecting anything on the rest of it. So I couldn't get every single bit of that, and I do apologise guys, but I feel like the purple in it really complemented it also. Let's go and select the fire bits of Skeldredge, as I mean this was a real pain to do, so if you guys cannot suggest Skeldredge anymore, I'd appreciate that. No, I'm joking. If you want to see Skeldredge in some different colours, let me know down below. Next up we have Ty, who wants to see Goodra in a blue and green. Now I really like what I managed to do with this, and I feel like that really complemented Goodra without changing too much of Goodra. I went for the pastel blue on Goodra as a whole, as I mean it's already purple and more pinky purple, so I feel like that works really well, and I'm just going to change all the goo and the spots and the eye to the nice green. I feel like that really works with it, and I'm happy with how Goodra turned out in the end. I know not every single bit of it's green, but I'm really happy with how it actually turned out in the end. So let's change them to green and see what you guys think. If you did like that one, make sure to leave a comment down below. It's time to move on. Let's move on to the next suggestion by Skull, Rayquaza, gold and silver. And yep, he wants a golden Rayquaza. The silver was going to be a bit of a challenge for me, but I found a yellow that one I wasn't really happy with, and I decided let's get the silver bit over and done with, because Rayquaza takes forever to select every little bit of detail on it, and I feel like that's something that I really need to focus on more, the detail. So let's get this over and done with. Let's select all the little ruins on Rayquaza. What I would like to say here is, if you made it to this point in the video, I really appreciate you guys. Don't forget to join my Discord, which there's a link in the description. It'll be the top thing that you guys can see. Join that if you guys want to see your Pokemon that you want to see in a different colorway or any different thing. If you want me to fix a shiny, I can do fixing shinies like Garchomp, Gengar. I can fix them and make them better. So we found the silver. I will then change the gold to a bit of a nicer gold. Next we have Kyle, who wants the Glimmora. Now Glimmora was really easy, as it's already got the colours on it. I just practically went for the control hue on Photoshop and changed that a little bit. Next up he wants some white in it, so I'm just going to change the dots and the last stripe to white. Then we have Johnny with Quaquaval, and he wants a red and white Quaquaval. We instantly find the red that we like for this. It's time to change the beak and the other parts of it to a nice white. Now I feel like that could really benefit Quaquaval, as it's a water fighting type, and I haven't really seen no red water types, not even for their shiny. I feel like that's something that really needs to be changed in the Pokemon community, how shinies actually come across to people, as I mean, come on, we need a red water type other than Gyarados. That's all we have. I really like how this turned out with the little hints of blue. Next we have Gliscor, and they want a white and red. This is from the main character. All of these suggestions come from my Discord, so once again join that and suggest whatever Pokemon that you guys want to see. We're changing Gliscor. Gliscor is, I'm pretty happy with the red that I've managed to find on it. It's time to just get the white correct, and really that's going to be quite easy. It's just the rest. I do like to leave the outlines in different colours. Next up we have Lechonk, and they wanted to see it pink, which is the shiny version, but that's absolutely fine. We can fix Lechonk and make it a bit more pink and a bit better in my opinion. Not too much better, as it's pretty much the same thing, just a little bit of toning, and that really is all I've done to Lechonk. There wasn't too much to this one, as Lechonk's already pink when you go shiny. Next we have Skull, and they want the blue Wooper into green and purple. Now this one was relatively easy as well, so I'm going to start rounding off the video while you guys watch this. So if you have made it to the ending of this video, smash that like button, join the Discord once again, and please guys, don't forget to enjoy the rest of your day. would have turned out pretty cool if I must say so myself.